everything's gravy. Every now and then you just gotta have a little jam out session, okay? Your boyfriend breaks up with you, your girlfriend cheats on you, stop, okay? Just have a little jam out.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Thugged Out Thursdays, your TLG and weekly commentary. That's commentary for those of you who don't speak my lingo, okay? But before we get started with this fantastic subject, quick shout out to our Thug of the Week. Her name is 8-Bit Babe. Now, this girl, well, I shouldn't say girl, because she's a grown-ass woman, but I love how much she empowers women in the gaming community. Now, you and I both know that females get picked on, via video games pretty damn often. Not all the time, but you'll catch a lobby here or there where some insults are flying. And whether it's on Xbox Live or on any of her social media pages, she's always willing to pull out that AK-47 and mow down some haters. So you definitely deserve the Thug of the Week. Congratulations. Now, if you yourself want to get the Thug of the Week, or perhaps nominate one of your friends or family, all you have to do is fill out the form on the contact page of thuglifegaming.com. Let me know what makes you a thug. Now, if you read the title of this video, or perhaps you saw Twitch Tuesday earlier this week, then you know what's going down, okay? I'm getting hyped as hell for Halo 5. It's happening, okay? My panties are in a bunch. They're in a bundle, Mega Wedgie 2000, and it's because I'm anxious, I'm nervous, but I'm also excited. Now, if you happen to be a PlayStation, Nintendo, or even a PC user, don't worry, I still love you guys, alright? I love you. Come this fall, I'm going to be playing a whole bunch of video games, but I use Xbox. And Halo is a fantastic exclusive, so I gotta do my thing, baby. Come on, help me out here. You know you're still gonna have a fantastic time watching these vids. Alright, so for this video, we're playing a little bit of Halo 1, and you're gonna see me switching in between the OG graphics and the anniversary graphics, so that you guys can get a sense of some of the textural differences. But we're gonna be running down my top 4 reasons of why I'm hyped for Halo 5. So let's get right into it. Number 1, first reason. It's the perfect time to get into Halo. Now, you might be asking, Matt, I've never played Halo before. Why is now the perfect time? In which case I would respond, you've never played Halo? What in God's name have you been doing with your life? No, but seriously, it's the perfect time to get into it because Halo the Master Chief Collection is out. Now, I know that I've talked a lot of shit about the Master Chief Collection, and that's true, but it's only because I'm a hardcore fan, okay? Every single hardcore fan was pissed off when that game came out because I didn't even consider it a video game. It was just an abundance of buttholes. It's kind of all it was. Alright, no, look, I'm not knocking the game, but it did launch pretty shitty. And that's because it had a lot of bugs and glitches. But since then, they have fixed most of those bugs. There are still a little few, but it serves its main purpose, which is allowing you to play the epicness and gloriousness of all of the Halo campaigns in full resolution 60 frames per second, and to really grasp the background story behind Master Chief, which is arguably the best storyline in all of video games. And don't say that it's not, unless you have played Halo, for God's sakes. Okay, unless you've had Cortana put her hand on your chest and you felt that moment of warmth deep down in your heart. Alright, we'll get into my love for Cortana here later. But the other reason why it's the perfect time is Call of Duty, believe it or not. Now, when Halo was coming up, Halo 1 was really successful, Halo 2 was successful, and around Halo 3, when Bungie got a little tired of the shit, Call of Duty was just starting to take off. Now, if you remember back on like IGN and other, news media websites, they would post the results for the most played Xbox Live games, and it was always, Halo and or Call of Duty. Those were always the top 2 results. But I think the main reason why Call of Duty really took off, and this is in my own personal opinion, is because of the simplicity behind the Call of Duty franchise. How I like to say it is Call of Duty is very easy to be good at, but it's very difficult to master. That's why I very much respect the eSports part of it. And let's get real, guys, you know I love Call of Duty. I make videos all the time with that game, but you have to admit that Halo is a little bit more difficult to be good at. However, I think in today's gaming community, that actually benefits Halo very much. Because when you think about it, you know, esports has been on the rise here for a long time, but especially in the last couple of years, it's grown very fast. I mean, anything from your MOBA games with League of Legends, your 2D stage fighters with Mortal Kombat, even Counter-Strike for your FPS shooters. People are getting on their consoles and they enjoy that moment where they record their gameplay clip of that one moment where their gameplay was taken to a whole nother level and they got that triple kill, that double headshot, you know, what have you. And so people are starting to gear a little bit away from the more casual style of gameplay, that simplicity style of Call of Duty. Now don't get me wrong, Call of Duty is gonna sell millions of freaking copies because it's an awesome game, but I think if 343 Industries nails Halo 5, it's going to be huge. So, but that brings me into the second reason why I'm so damn excited for Halo 5, and that is that 343 Industries has proven to learn from their mistakes. Now, there's two examples of that, Halo 4 and the Master Chief Collection. Now, with Halo 4, when it launched with their kind of take on Call of Duty style of gameplay. You had loadouts, perks, just everything that makes me want to vomit. And what they learned from feedback from the gaming community, all the Halo fans, is that we don't want to play that shit. You know what I mean? We want to play Halo, and that's what they ended up doing. When you look at that game 6 months after its release or a year after release, they really went back to that core gameplay that we've all come to love from the Halo franchise. Well, and then I bring up the Master Chief Collection. Now, right here, I want to quote Bonnie Ross, the head and founder of 343 Industries, from a recent Game Informer article. Shoutouts to Game Informer, I get every single copy. But she said, and I quote, "Obviously, we let down our fans, and that's not acceptable. Everything we do in Halo should be a AAA experience. It was obviously painful for our fans as it was for us, but it won't happen again. There are things we put in place to make sure that we know everything, how it stands outside and in the wild." Then she goes on to explain why that's the reason why they launched the Halo 5 beta, which was fantastic. I mean, we all gotta admit it was very good, but she talked about how every single Halo game that they release from here on out will have a beta for it, and that's something that they learned from their mistakes. So I think that's something that all of us as gamers can really stand behind. If you do put out a shit product, all right, wipe the slate clean, give me something fantastic, and if you're able to do that, hey, we can go get ice cream. All right. But moving on into the last two reasons of why I'm hyped. All right, these are very short, very quick. Reason number 3, playlist rankings. Okay, we all missed the playlist rankings from Halo 2 and Halo 3. When you got like a level 45 in Team Slayer or the MLG playlist, bruh, you were looked at as like a god of video games. Okay, it was awesome. And it really, you know, that's one of those competitive aspects that really set Halo aside from every other games in the industry. So I'm excited to be, you know, leveling up my rank, rage quitting, possibly losing a few friends in the process. All right, but I'm excited for it. And then my last fourth reason, okay, you heard me mention my baby girl earlier. Okay, Cortana. All right, I've got to go out there in the campaign as Master Chief. I have to find my future wife. And you guys think I'm kidding. You're like, oh, Matt, yeah, he loves Cortana. That's so fun. No, okay, we're going to get married. We're going to have hologram jello shots. And we're going to play techno music. And we're all going to be butt naked so that Cortana feels comfortable. Alright, look, I'm done. Alright, those are my four reasons, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're all getting hyped here with me. Again, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC users, baby, don't worry. Alright, because I'm getting, you know, the Rainbow Six, Call of Duty, freaking Star Wars Battlefront. I'm making videos for just about everything. Okay? So it's gonna be a lot of fun. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to comment below, click that thumbs up button, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, then me and Master Chief are gonna pull up at your house with a rather large arsenal of weapons, and then what follows is completely up to you. Alright, look guys, I'm out of here. You know the deal, baby. Keep living that life. Because that's what thugs do. I'm out of here, guys. Take it easy.